Greetings, brothers and sisters. I'm Professor Spira, and I wanted to do a quick review of something that I found that I really like called Ecosia. And Ecosia is a search engine that is very much like either Google search engine or Yahoo search. And they, in fact, actually use the same search results for either Yahoo. You can set it to Yahoo search engine, which is their native Ecosia search engine, or you can set it up for Google. Either way, you will be benefiting their cause. What is their cause? They are a nonprofit organization that donates 80% of their earnings toward planting trees. And every time you do a search here on Ecosia, a certain percentage of the proceeds that they would get when somebody, say if I do a search, say Arnold Arrett, and you'll notice up here at the top, this is my tree counter. So this is the amount of trees based on how many searches I've done using Ecosia. At least since I've wiped since the last time I wiped all of my my browser memory. This is the amount of trees that I have contributed to them planting. So that's 23 trees, and all I've done is do searches. Now they make their money when you do a search, and you know how there's ads and stuff. That like right here, there's some ads that came up, Arnold Arrett at Amazon. If I click on that, part of that, those proceeds are what the company makes the money on, and that's how they ultimately, oh, that looks familiar. That's how they ultimately make the money that they're able to donate. But what they've done is they figured out, based on how many searches are done, at least this is what I think they've done. Based on how many searches are done, they can figure that about every search done equals the planting of one tree. So that's why because I wasn't quite sure if the only way they make the money is if you do a search and then follow the pay to click, or pay per click kind of things. But after I took a look at their stuff, so let's actually go to their little landing page real quick, and we can see now I've done the search, and I ended up following one of those links, so I added another tree here. So you can add this to Chrome, but I think you can also just use it from whatever browser you're doing. But they say here they got full transparency. They have proof of their donations. They actually publish all of their financial statements, all the money that came in, where it go, who got paid, why they got paid, how many trees were planted. So it's actually fairly open about all of that stuff. So they're not, and it's not that big. At the end of the day, all you're doing is using it to search. So they say, we donate at least 80% of the proceeds. So yeah, it was a CO2 neutral search. Ecosia neutralizes all carbon emissions related to your searches. So it's just, and I'm just doing a review of this because I kind of like it, and this is what I'm using right now. I have it added to my Chrome browser, and it's actually really easy. Up to the top right, there's a little world, and you just click on it, and opens it right up. But here they say they have about 2.4 million active users. They about every search is about half of a cent per search. It costs about 28 cents to plant one tree in Burkina Faso. And so they currently plant one new tree every 13 seconds, and they've done over 3 million trees that they've already planted. And so they have all their stuff. Then they got some nice pictures down here of them actually planting some of these trees and what it kind of looks like and all that good stuff. And so I don't know, I'm just down. I'm just kind of like this. Anything like this, I'm on board. And I would be very surprised if this is some kind of, I mean, it just can't be. They're too open about everything. It's not like those so-called nonprofit organizations with the blue ribbons and all of the cancer research and all that kind of stuff, where you crunch the numbers and they end up donating 10% to act or something like that, a real small percentage to something that me and you know we've already found. I won't say we found a cure, but we've elevated our consciousness to a whole different level, to the point where discussions about diseases and all that kind of stuff is not necessary. And healing human illness is something that is just a part of life and is natural, and it's not this mystical sort of thing that we need to throw millions of dollars at. Throw $30 at a box of lemons and some distilled water. But anyway, won't get off into that. Mucusless Diet Healing System by Professor Arnold Ehret, annotated version here for those of you that are visiting. Welcome, Mucus-free Life LLC YouTube channel here. If you don't know who I am and why I'm talking about this, but we're very much about back to nature, dietarily. Practitioners of Mucusless Diet Healing System by Professor Arnold Ehret. We're trying to transition off of mucus and pus forming foods. So this kind of thing just fits in with what we're trying to do, because we have to understand that there is the benefit. There's a plus and minus for everything. So with technology, there's a plus in the side that we're able to use the internet, we're able to use this technology and reach out and communicate with people that are of like minds and practice a mucusless diet. This is something we couldn't do this 15 years ago in the way that we're doing it now. And everybody was just sort of around the world, be a few people here and there that knew about the mucusless diet, but the quality of education, the quality of connection was just not there unless people moved and just accidentally came across somebody that knew about the mucusless diet. But now we've been able to harness technology and use it in a transitional fashion to get cleaner, because we can help each other clean up our diets, and so that's one way where technology is just about how you use it. It's neither good nor bad. Is how you use it based on your level of consciousness. So I look at this as something that's a real positive, where it's a positive use of one's consciousness, and it makes sense. If you're gonna make a little bit of money, people need to pay their bills, so they got to take whatever they need, pay the people that's running it, definitely. But if there's the money off the top, instead of like Google, it just goes into the pockets of the CEOs and all the people of the board. If you can take that money and put it towards something like planting trees, I mean, who can get mad at that? I mean, it's like who's sitting around so constipated that they're like, and I hate those guys. Old tree huggers are trying to plant trees for. I mean, that's super sick. When you got them kind of folks. But I mean, I know they're out there. There's people that are really, really aggravated that someone's trying to do something that's kind of good. So anyway, I just wanted to make this real quick little review video. I'm of support of this. Just let you know what I'm doing. I like this this little search engine. This is what I've been using the past several weeks, and I forget who it was, but somebody actually posted this up in the Arnold Ehret forum. That's how I found out about it, and checked it out. I was like, well, I've started using it immediately. It was just like, well, this makes sense. And but based on my searches, there's probably about 50 trees, because I think before I cleared the browser the last time, I was maybe up to about 25 on my tree counter over here. But now if you wanted to check out the settings, this is how you can change depending on what you would prefer. You can change your the different settings here. So the Ecosia, I believe, is a Yahoo search. So if I change it to that search, then it's like if you were to go on to Yahoo and search through Yahoo, and then they got the Google, or at least that's what I think it is. But I currently have it on the Google, is what I've been using. So anyway, I want to thank you for checking out this video, and a link to Ecosia is down below. You can check them out, and yeah, hit the subscribe button if you are new to the channel and don't know about Professor Arnder's Mucus Healing System. Hit the link below and get a copy of that, and you will be glad that you did. And so I thank you all, and until next time, peace, love, and breath.